Extracting your hip pattern from your skirt pattern, you go ahead and cut it out. Here I'm using fiber, and then I wrapped it with paper gum and went ahead to stitch the sides of the hips and even join it, as you can see here. And then I went ahead and joined my lining. Remember to use your exact measurement for the lining, and then you add 1 inch to the main fabric. And then I went ahead to add the hip padding to my skirt. Remember to remove your 2 inches allowance from the top, so that your hip pads will not be starting from the waist. So you go ahead and pin it properly. You just have to take your time and do this, so that at the end of the day you will not have ruffles underneath. And when you're pinning it, you have to make sure that the joining aligns, the center aligns with each other, and also that there will not be ruffles on the lining. So you have to just pay attention to details. This pattern always works for me. So after that, I went ahead to stitch my hip pad to my lining. As you can see, you also have to pay attention when doing this. You have to control your lining so that there will not be ruffles underneath, so that everything will come out really nice. Like I said, you always have to do what works for you, and this is the exact pattern that works for me. This is how I've always fixed my hip pad into my skirt, and it always comes out well. It always works for me. So as a designer, even if you have to just devise a means that really works for you, you have to make sure it's neat and it's like giving what it's supposed to give. Yeah, and so don't forget that in your main fabric you're going to be adding 1 inch, so that the hip pad can balance well on it. And so I went ahead to stitch the lining and the main fabric together. Remember to do the center to center method, so that everything will align properly, so that there will not be mistakes. And also I went ahead to just stitch properly. As you can see here in the video, I always turn my lining, like use that lining to turn my skirt. And as you can see, it's already given. I had already turned everything out here, and this is the final result. See, it's neat both in and out. Everything is given, like even the down part is properly stitched. Everything is neat. So this is how you add your hip padding to your skirt. It's a very simple method. Other people, like I've seen other tutorials where you have to use gum and other things, but this is the one that works for me. This is very simple and easy. At the end of the day, it comes out really clean. As you can see, the down part of the skirt, it's well toned, like everywhere is neat both in and out. So bye.